When you first started the program, or at least your journey with recovery, what were some of the roadblocks that were first coming up? You know what I mean? Like when you first joined, like you said, you were skeptical. Is this going to work for me? I heard that if you're older, you can't recover. Like for you, what was going on for you?
I think that the biggest mental roadblock was that belief that it works for other people, but it's not going to work for me.
Mm,
Or, and I hate to say this, but it's true, I didn't value myself enough to invest in this program and invest in myself. I was always on the back burner.
mm,
Like if I did something for myself, I actually felt nauseous about it. I felt wrong. I felt like this is not something that I'm supposed to be doing to take care of myself. I just need to take what I'm going to get. And
mm.
if it's bad health, then I just need to accept that, which is totally wrong. So if anybody's thinking that, please don't think that. Honestly, that was the biggest roadblock for me. And I still struggle with valuing myself above others,
Mm.
above what other people in my family need from me, and putting up those boundaries. But I'm so much better about it, or I would not be sitting here.
Yeah,
I'm so much better at boundaries.
totally. I remember I had a client many years ago and she wanted to join the program, but she believed it was too expensive.
Mm.
And so she's like, I can't afford this. It's too much money. It's too expensive. And I was like, that's okay. You can watch our free stuff if that's the case for you. And a year later, she came back, and I remember we jumped on the phone together to have an enrollment call. And I said, we spoke a year ago, like, why now? And she said, you wouldn't believe what happened, but I was sitting here the other day thinking about if my daughter was in my situation, if my daughter
Mhm.
was as sick as I am and has been for the last 10 years, I would have signed her up to this program 10 years ago, like that. I wouldn't even think about it. It wouldn't be a second thought. If she's sick
Right,
and she needs help, I'm going to invest in it. And then she
right,
had this epiphany and realized, oh my God, what am I teaching my daughter if I can't even invest in myself? And I would do it for her in a heartbeat. And she realized that she needs to treat herself like she would treat her daughter equally, at least to show her and teach her daughter, mum's going to put herself first as well. She went on to do the program. She fully committed, did everything she had to do in order to get better, and got her life back. But I don't think it would have happened if she didn't self-value herself, like because you're never going to do anything that you need to do in order to move forwards.
exactly. And if you have this idea in the back of your mind is, this is happening to me, so I need to accept it. But why did I need to accept it? And I think that another stumbling block for me is my mom died pretty young,
Mm.
and she had a lot of health issues. So I just thought, well, you know what? That's the way it is.
Oh, wow.
But
Okay, I
it
see.
doesn't have to be that way. No, it doesn't.
Yeah. Craig Harper, one of my first ever mentors, actually, he was the one that inspired me when I was going through recovery. He used to say, oh, but my genetics, there's nothing I can do. It's just my genetics. He used to help a lot of people with weight loss. Those types of people would come in, oh, I just can't lose weight because it's in my genes. It's just who I am. He would say, so does that mean that you can't stop eating the chocolate cake for breakfast that you're having every day and the oversized pizza that you're having at night? Is that got nothing to do with your weight loss? It's just all genes. And it was all about choice. Like you can change your entire life to enhance your health and well-being, not the opposite.
Right.
Mm.
Because there's epigenetics that we know
Yes.
a lot more about now, that you can change your
Mm.
genetics by making lifestyle choices. And it all starts with your thinking. Like you have to think it first, and then there has to be an action that follows. Because if you have so many limiting beliefs that you can't move forward, and a limiting belief, like you were just talking about, is it's in my genetics and this is the way it's going to be, and I can't change that. That's a limiting belief. So then you won't move forward, you'll stay stuck.